Good evening, boys and girls. I'm Caruso, and I'm here to tell you about the Farm Security Administration. The Farm Security Administration was created in 1937 to combat rural poverty during the Great Depression in the United States as a part of the New Deal. The FSA's main goal was rural relief projects to try and improve farmers' everyday life. The government would also buy infertile land from poor farmers and move them into group farms to keep agricultural productivity higher and offer a cheaper way for farmers to live. This act came under strong criticism from organizations like the Farm Bureau, saying collectivized agriculture leads towards more communistic ideals. The FSA gained a lot of its recognition from its photography system. There would be books of pictures published that showed the everyday life for an impoverished farmer and just general American life between 1936 and 1942. The pictures from the FSA and the Office of War during World War II were compiled into a large record with some other pictures from various offices into a book of 175,000 pictures, with the majority of them coming from pictures taken by the FSA. The FSA started off offering farmers affected by the Dust Bowl sanctuary and relief camps along California. Many Californians were not happy with this because they did not approve of new people coming and taking California's resources. The main project the FSA is known for is purchasing some small farms that were not profiting and putting them together and making large communal farming for everybody. This worked in boosting farmers' wages and decreasing the cost to live because all of the equipment and housing would be paid for by the government, in which everyone would use. This is viewed poorly by the people, again, because it kind of looks like communism, because Stalin was doing the exact same thing in Soviet Russia. But the FSA also provided public schooling that for more than 400,000 farming families and their children over the course of the 6 years that the FSA was in use. The education the farmers were receiving helped them become more self-sustaining, and a fifth of the people that received education from the FSA become self-sustaining within the Depression. Roosevelt's goal with the FSA was not to boost production or manually raise the prices on produce. His goal was to sort of slow production while keeping the farmers with a job and keep them earning money, but to slow the production so demand would raise the prices itself. The supply and demand raised it to around the same prices before World War I, where the agriculture market first got hit, was after World War I. The government loaned agriculture and agriculture plate the FSA $191 million to give to the farmers and help with their relief programs. And in the few years following after its collapse in 1946, it made all $191 million back with some interest. So that's pretty good, you know. Government agencies were also all over advising the new farm families, teaching the wives how to cook and how to stretch small rations of food and to like stews and stuff. And they taught them how to raise the children better and all around the house, while they taught the men how to use new modern equipment. And agents of the FSA would just monitor farmers' lives closely for the next several years until 1946, when the FSA did break up. But policies put in place by the FSA and smaller sub-organizations are still active around today's society. So you will still see some ways of the FSA